We're going to begin. Of course, we will with the big news and the fact that Kieran Trippier looks like he's edging closer to a move to Newcastle United. Now, we're reading. This is not fact, but we're reading. It's going to be something like a 2.5-year deal. He's 31 years old. He'll be earning approximately, don't quote me on this, £7.5 million per year, which is about roughly 145 grand a week, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with footballers at that age or at any age just going to a club? Go on, what are you looking at?
I was looking at saying Coutinho, saying about potentially coming to Premier League.
Okay, well, that could be another one. So we'll talk about that in a sec. But do you have a problem with a player, I wouldn't say in the end, coming towards the end of his career, but certainly in the twilight, 31, you've maybe got 3 or 4 years left at top level. Do you have a problem with a player like that just going to a club for the money?
No, because I think I've not got a problem with that. Of course, they've got to care. They've got to show the club respect. They've got to give it their all, not go there and then once they've got the contract kind of down tools. But I've not got a problem with it if they're coming towards the end. It could be their last big hurrah, of course, to look after their kids' kids. You know what I mean? To kind of look after the family. I know he probably can do that anyway because he's been earning good money for a long time. But I've not got a problem with that. And I think you look at the individual and you look at someone like Kieran Trippier and he doesn't look like somebody that would go to Newcastle as soon as he signs that contract. That's enough. He'll still feel that he could compete with the likes of Reece James, Trent, Kyle Walker, and even Luke Shaw, Ben Chilwell, because he's playing at left back. So I think him coming back there, he'll see it as a challenge. Of course, he's getting great money. He's kind of at the start of this project, this Newcastle project. So that's probably important to him. But he looks like a good character. Like when I've had conversations with him, he looks like
he's a good player.
He's a good player.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
He's a good player. I think there's nothing there where you go, oh, can he still do it? He's obviously still playing for one of the best clubs around, Atletico Madrid. I still think he can do a job. Gareth Southgate clearly still believes in him.
See, also I think he's a good egg as well. So I think we're good in the
that's
dressing room.
important. Newcastle are going to need that. With what's going on now, with the amount of money that they've got, they're going to need good eggs in that. You can't have...
Okay, so another player they're linked to is Aubameyang.
Yeah, right. See, that is a complete flip side.
Right. So what do you make of him potentially going to Newcastle just for the money?
See, that for me would be a concern. Aubameyang. Now listen, you cannot dispute when he fancies it, his ability, his incredible goal scorer, could score great goals, pace, and he can be a threat. When he's on top form, you saw it when he won Arsenal the FA Cup. That little run there, he was unplayable. But you're right, once he starts to down tools, and we saw it at Dortmund, there was issues at Dortmund, you're now seeing it at Arsenal. Do Newcastle United need that? Yes, they need good players and players that can keep them up. But do they need someone that potentially, once he gets there, signs a new contract, then down tools when they're in a relegation battle? I don't think they do. So that's probably one I'd go, I can understand why they do it because he will get you goals, but then you've got Callum Wilson, and I think he's a little bit more durable than Callum Wilson. But on the flip side, if, say, he's rested for a couple of games and Callum Wilson plays, is he going to upset the dressing room? So that's one you have to look at and go, maybe put a little bit more thought into that one.
What about fans that might be, and I don't know whether they are, but some fans could be hypocritical. You get it at the other end of the Premier League table at the top. If a club spends copious amounts of money, I'm thinking of Blackburn. I think a lot of top clubs are guilty of it. I don't have a problem with it. But fans say, oh, they bought the league, right? I don't have a problem with that, but fans do say that. You throw so much money, at the squad. And
every team throws money at it.
I agree. But do you think fans will have a problem if Newcastle stay up and they go out and buy Ramsey, Aubameyang, Luka Dean?
No, because we've seen it before. Chelsea did it with the first. I know people have been spending money since the start. Obviously, the money goes up and up and up. But Chelsea were the first ones where... Do you remember? And that was before financial fair play, really. So there was like 5 players coming in every window. Yeah. January, end of the season. So we saw it then. Then we saw Manchester City come in. They did it with theirs. So I've got no problem if Newcastle were going to do that. But do you
think football fans will have a problem if Newcastle just throw the kitchen sink at it and survive?
No, because it makes it... For me, listen, myself personally... it makes it really exciting when you've got likes of Newcastle throwing everything at it, building big sides. Manchester City are going to keep doing it. Chelsea will keep doing it. So I've got no issue with it. PSG, of course, abroad. I know a lot of teams in France don't like the way that they operate, but they threw the kitchen sink at it. So I wouldn't have a problem with Newcastle doing it one iota. Okay, so we'll ask football fans the question, do you have a problem with a club, in this case Newcastle, throwing the kitchen sink to try and survive? Have you got a problem with players like Kieran Trippier coming up? I think maybe it's a little bit harsh with Kieran Trippier calling him a mercenary, because I think he's earned that. Also, he's a versatile player. He's a leader. He's exactly what they need as well.
He's exactly what they need. He takes corners. He takes free kicks. I think he's brilliant for them.
Do you know what you'd have to say? Well played, Newcastle. We don't know how much interest there was from elsewhere, but you look at Man United's situation with Wan-Bissaka. Now, defensively, no issues with one-to-one defending. I've got no issues with Wan-Bissaka. Positionally, yeah, he can get caught out. I understand that. But when you've got Kieran Trippier there for 12 million, and you can't say, if you said to Kieran Trippier, where would you rather play? Even at the state Manchester United are in now, them or Newcastle, you're not going to choose Newcastle over Manchester United, are you?
So you think if the phone rings today for Kieran Trippier...
He's got to go to United, surely. It's the biggest club in the world.
Irrelevant of the money?
Well, what's the difference going to
Okay,
be?
well, let's just say that Newcastle are offering 150 a week.
Yeah.
And United will offer him
100.
what he's on now, which I'm guessing is about 90.
90 to 100. I think Man United would get up close to that 150, but even if it's anything 120 down, 100, I'd go to Manchester United Football Club. The state they're in now, and I get that, they're not the Manchester United of old, but they're still the biggest club in the world. I'm going to Manchester United over Newcastle. One's fighting to get in the top 4, and one's just about trying to stay in the league.
Okay, just quickly as well, we're talking about Kieran Trippier. Reports already about Philippe Coutinho. He's going to decide his future in the next couple of days, hours,
He's another one who's going to end up there.
Can Newcastle stay up? Or,
Well,
will Newcastle stay up?
I think they'll still go down.
Do you?
But it depends who comes in. But this Kieran Trippier is the right set of signing. If they get Coutinho as well, another good player.